Have you ever had that strange feeling, like you've lived a moment before? You're standing in a room, having a conversation, or seeing something for the very first time, but deep down, something tells you you've experienced it already. This eerie sensation is called déjà vu. But what is déjà vu? Why does it happen? And perhaps the biggest question, does it mean something deeper? Today, we're going to explore the mystery behind déjà vu, break down the science, and even dive into some of the more mysterious theories about this common but very weird experience. Let's get into it. So, what exactly is déjà vu? The term déjà vu comes from French, and it literally translates to already seen. It describes that bizarre feeling that you've already experienced something you know is happening for the first time. Now, what makes déjà vu so fascinating is how common it is. Studies show that up to 70% of people experience déjà vu at least once in their lives. And while it's more frequent in younger adults, particularly between the ages of 15 and 25, people of all ages report feeling it. But if it's so common, why don't we understand it better? Well, that's the thing. Déjà vu is still a scientific mystery. We know it happens, but we don't fully know why. However, there are a few fascinating theories about what's going on in the brain when we feel that intense sense of familiarity. Theory number 1, the brain's memory system glitch. One of the most widely accepted ideas about déjà vu is that it's essentially a glitch in your brain's memory system. Think of your brain like a massive, super complex computer. It processes new information, organizes it, and files it away into memories. But sometimes, this system doesn't work perfectly. Imagine walking into a room you've never been in before. The moment your brain processes this new environment, something strange happens. It accidentally stores the new information twice. That means the same moment gets recorded both as a current experience and a past memory. So when your brain tries to catch up with itself, it recognizes this new information as something it's already stored, giving you the feeling that you've been in this exact room, in this exact moment before. It's like opening a document on your computer twice by accident. You have the same file open in two windows, and for a split second you think, wait, didn't I just see this? Theory number 2, familiarity without recall. Another theory, similar but slightly different, is that déjà vu is caused by familiarity without explicit memory. This idea suggests that you might experience a situation that has certain elements similar to something you've encountered before, but your brain doesn't fully recognize it. Your brain picks up on the familiarity. Maybe it's the way a room is arranged, or the smell in the air, or a sound you've heard before, but it doesn't consciously retrieve the specific memory tied to that familiarity. So you get that weird, already lived feeling without being able to pinpoint why. It's kind of like hearing a song that feels familiar, but you can't remember where you heard it before. In other words, your brain is saying, this feels like something I know, but it's not providing the details. And voila, déjà vu strikes. Theory number 3, split-second processing delay. Another popular explanation for déjà vu has to do with how the brain processes sensory input, what you see, hear, touch, and feel. The brain is constantly processing tons of information, making sense of what's happening around you. Typically, it takes just milliseconds for your brain to process what you see or hear and create a seamless experience of the present moment. But according to the processing delay theory, sometimes there's a slight glitch in the system. One part of your brain processes the sensory information a fraction of a second earlier than another part. By the time the second part catches up, it feels like the information is repeating itself, like it's something you've already experienced. It's kind of like when you watch a video online and the audio gets out of sync with the visuals. Your brain notices the delay and struggles to make sense of it. In this case, déjà vu is your brain playing a weird game of catch-up. Theory number 4, memory recall from dreams. Here's another interesting possibility. What if déjà vu is related to your dreams? Some researchers believe that déjà vu could be caused by memories of dreams that have slipped into your subconscious. Let's say you had a dream about walking through a specific hallway, talking to a certain person, or visiting a location. But the dream is so ordinary, so unremarkable, that you completely forget about it the moment you wake up. Then, weeks or months later, you find yourself in a hallway that looks exactly like the one from your dream, or talking to someone in a similar context. Your brain has a vague memory of this scenario, but it can't quite place it. You're not consciously aware that it's from a dream, so it creates that eerie sense of déjà vu, like you've been here before, but you can't figure out where or when. This theory links déjà vu to the way we process and store memories during sleep, specifically how dreams might resurface in everyday life without us even realizing it. Theory number 5, temporal lobe and brain activity. There's also some neuroscience behind déjà vu. Studies show that the temporal lobe, the part of the brain responsible for memory and recognition, plays a significant role in the déjà vu experience. For people with certain types of epilepsy, particularly temporal lobe epilepsy, déjà vu can be a more common and even prolonged experience. In fact, in these cases, déjà vu sometimes acts as a warning sign for an upcoming seizure. This has led some scientists to believe that déjà vu could be caused by mild, brief electrical misfires in the temporal lobe, similar to what happens in epilepsy, but without the full seizure. In other words, a small, harmless glitch in the brain's electrical activity might trigger the feeling of déjà vu, like a mini lightning storm in your memory center. Theory number 6, parallel universes, a fun twist. Okay, now let's step away from the science for a moment and dive into a more imaginative theory, one that some people believe could explain déjà vu in an entirely different way. What if déjà vu is actually a glimpse into a parallel universe? Yes, I know, it sounds wild, but hear me out. Some people believe that déjà vu happens when two alternate versions of yourself, one in this universe and one in another, are momentarily syncing up. Maybe in that other universe, you really did experience this exact moment. And when the two timelines overlap, you get that eerie feeling of recognition. Of course, there's no scientific evidence to back this up, but it's a fun theory to think about, right? So, why do we get déjà vu? At the end of the day, déjà vu remains one of the brain's most intriguing and mysterious experiences. While science has given us some solid theories, we still don't have a concrete answer for why it happens. Is it a glitch in your brain's memory system? A result of familiar sensations without specific memories? Or maybe a processing delay that causes your brain to mix up the present and the past? Whatever the reason, it's safe to say that déjà vu is something we all share, and it never fails to make us stop and think, wait, haven't I seen this before? And that's the story behind déjà vu. If you've ever experienced this strange feeling, drop a comment below and share your experience. Do you think it's just a brain glitch, or could there be something more mysterious going on? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating content on the mysteries of the mind. Thanks for watching, and remember, next time you feel déjà vu, you're not alone. You might just be catching a glimpse of your brain's secret workings, or another universe.